Welcome to Arena. I'm Will Wheaton.
And I'm Travis Oates.
Tonight on Arena, Team UMM hope to face down their third challenger. Trouble is, challenger didn't show up.
Turns out that Team UMM is just too darn good. Yes, what a bunch of babies.
Well, rather than send UMM home to wait for a non-chicken challenger and force you, our loyal audience, to watch reruns of Make Room for Travis...
Hey, that show is huge in Newfoundland, okay?
Oh, once again, you make my point better than I ever could.
Thank you.
Yeah, so rather than send them home empty-handed, we gathered whomever happened to be hanging around at the time, combined them with some UMM alternates, and cobbled together for you Team Leftovers.
Clever name.
Well, I can't take credit for that much as I'd like to.
So UMM will play Leftovers in Jedi Knight, Mech Warrior 4 Black Knight, and a newcomer to the Arena games, Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee.
Do you think that we'll be able to get through that without one lame Godzilla joke?
Well, we've managed to make it through 12 shows without a single lame joke, right?
Maybe we should just go to the scoring.
Okay. In each match, there are 5 possible points to be won. Each match is broken into 3 games, which are broken into 3 rounds. The team which wins the most points will advance to the next match. Points are awarded based on the following criteria. Each game is worth 1 point. The team with the most total accumulated kills will win 1 point, and the team with the most valuable player will win the final point.
If you missed any of that, you should ask the team that didn't show up. I hear they have some free time. Let's meet the players. Say hello to Team UMM.
Donovan Salser, Tactical Frostbite.
It's Edward Escobar, the drone. It's Anthony Bell, Space Monkey.
Jesse Salser, Stained Boogeyman.
Hide the women and children, it's Team Leftovers.
Dustin Dudgeon, Nits. Tyler King, Alapex.
Don Bowie, Gerbil Boy.
Derek Arrington, Connor.
You know, they're a plucky bunch of kids, except that Connor. He looks downright spooky.
It's like Mad Max meets the Birdcage.
Yeah, but with fewer cars.
Our first game tonight is Jedi Outcast, and our arena is called Garrison 27D.
In this cramped Imperial outpost, teams UMM and Leftovers will run down narrow corridors in a capture the flag contest. There are many places to hide, so players will have to stay alert if they want to survive.
In addition to the usual deathmatch weaponry we've all come to take for granted in multiplayer games, Jedi Outcast adds in something very unique to the Star Wars universe.
Annoying ancillary characters are why they only appeal to children, alienate, and irritate the genre's core audience.
Oh, that's not unique to Star Wars. I'm talking about the Force.
Ah, the Force. If the standard weapons just aren't doing it for our players, they can always use the Force to run faster, jump higher, or throw up force fields.
Our players have their blast shields down and they're ready to fight, so let's take a look at Jedi Outcast.
1.
All right, we'll begin round 1 with our good friend Alapex for Team Leftovers and our not quite as good friend Stained Boogeyman for
And
UMM.
there's Gerbil Boy, who's just got excited.
You know what I like about Gerbil Boy is that he looks like his name. I think that's nice and entertaining. I think everyone should look like their name.
Meanwhile, we have Alaplex, who's just stealed the blue flag and
That's
has been blown
Alapex.
away. Alaplex, whatever I say, that's what it is. I'm a host, damn it.
Oh, excuse me. Here's Stained Boogeyman with the red flag for UMM and Alapex for Team Leftovers heading into the blue base. He does a little force jumpy and picks up the blue flag.
I'm gonna call him Betsy. Here goes Betsy with the blue flag, who's opened up every door in the facility, which is important.
It's very nice to do that. It's very important. It's like leaving all the lights on before you leave the house. Hey, is Betsy what they call you in prison? I'm just wondering. Hey, look at that. There's Stained Boogeyman with the red flag, force running on his way back into his own base. Chooses to open just one door, and here is Gerbil Boy.
Speaking of prison.
With his lightsaber out. Also, speaking of prison, Stained Boogeyman continues to return the flag effort there as Gerbil Boy has managed to pick up the blue flag and has come into his own base. Of course, his flag isn't there, so he won't be able to score.
He's having a little problem jumping. He's a little portly, Gerbil Boy.
You saying fat people can't jump?
I'm saying that if it was me, I would probably be laying down and having a donut right now.
You know, actually, I've seen you handle your lightsaber, and it's very impressive. That's all. I'm just saying
Thank
that.
you, everybody.
Oh, Gerbil Boy goes down. Stained Boogeyman scores. Round 1 goes to Team UMM.
Where is that rocket launcher?
It's 6-0. That's terrible. They get...
2.
And we start round 2 with Connor showing his
nice
lightsaber.
helmet.
And Nits. Ah, Nits. I remember Nits.
From where?
Camp.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you guys spend a lot of time together at camp?
Not really. Nits wasn't very popular. And there's good Betsy with the blue flag.
That's Alapex.
Sure, you
with the
say
blue
Alapex,
flag.
I say Betsy.
Okay, very nice. You know,
running-
you're on the outside now. You don't have to keep doing that. Alopex for Team Leftovers carries the blue flag all the way back to his own base, but he's run into some jumping trouble again. What is it with these guys in the jumping trouble?
I don't know,
played
for
this
some
game.
reason-
Jumping is not hard.
For some reason, Team Leftovers is having problems getting it up. I'm sorry. That sounded wrong. Getting up. Getting it up.
Right.
Up getting.
Keep going. Dig that hole a little deeper.
You know, there's only so much I can do. They're running around with long, glowing lightsabers.
Stain Boogeyman has the red flag for Team UMM, and now he's done, Travis, a very, very smart thing. He knows that another member of the other team has his own flag, and he's not going to be able to score, so he's gone back into an alcove, thrown up a force field, and he's going to hide behind it until, hopefully, one of his teammates takes out the other flag carrier. It looks like Alopex is thinking exactly the same thing. This is going to be a very exciting round.
It's funny, one man's smart is another man's cowardly, I guess.
Maybe you can be smart and cowardly at the same time. Let's think about that for a moment. Alopex continues to hide out here. I just said for a moment. Alopex continues to hide out, but now he's run into some trouble. He's going to have to fight to defend himself. The gerbil boy running around there with the guns and the firing, and
Betsy goes down.
And Stain Boogeyman wins the round for Team UMM.
Come on, move, fat boy. Oh, what's happening?
3.
Great way to start round 3 is, of course, with our good friend Frostbite, and our not-so-good friend Stain Boogeyman runs right in and picks up the red flag, and he's on his way out, running backwards, which is always a good idea.
He's just showing off.
Yeah, nobody likes a show-off, Stained, okay? So let's just be real clear on that right
Actually,
now, mister.
I kind of like a show-off.
Do you?
Yeah, a lot better than Betsy, who's carrying the blue flag. And just sauntering. Oh, there we go.
There's a
Now
little force
speed.
running there. Look at that. It's almost like he heard you. Stained is up around the corner. There's a force field there for some odd
doing
reason.
nothing.
But he's going to go back and camp out with it. No, he's not. Wow, that was really cool. So, Stained Boogeyman went to go do the same exact thing he'd done in the previous round, camping, hiding behind the force field, but Gerbil Boy says, no way. I'm going to come in here and stop you from doing that, mister. And how come you never call me? You said it wasn't going to be a one-night thing.
Well, there you go. Another man's cool is one man's cowardly again.
Speaking of cool, Stain did ultimately score for Team UMM, and they have the 1-0 lead right now.
Well, I would imagine if they scored, the game's pretty much over, isn't it?
UMM stays true to form, sweeping all 3 rounds of Jedi Knight, not letting Leftovers capture even one flag.
Well, that's because, just like Team Iron, Team UMM assigns certain roles to certain players.
Yeah.
In this case, Stained Boogeyman, who's been the flag carrier every round. And he does it very well.
UMM has the early lead. We'll see if Leftovers can catch up, when Arena returns. Right, you put ketchup on Leftovers. That's right, it's fun.
Yeah.
Rated mature.
Pride Fighting Championships is as simple as you versus one man whose only purpose is to paint the canvas with your soul. Pride Fighting Championships. The fight is on PlayStation 2.
Wake up to Hot Pockets brand breakfast. Real scrambled eggs, cheese, bacon, or sausage, and a crispy, buttery Hot Pockets crust. Wake up to a hot, hearty breakfast from Hot Pockets. Find the breakfast flavors next to Hot Pockets.
It's time to slay the dragon.
About time. Anyone else on?
We've got 12 of the team online.
Yeah, let's do this.
You can become a hero and join thousands online in an epic adventure. EverQuest Online Adventures, now online for PlayStation 2, rated T for teen.
you.
This week on Cheat, Pringle's Gamer's Guide. Renew your license to kill with cheat codes, Easter eggs, and a walkthrough of a tricky choke point to help you complete those daunting missions in James Bond 007 Nightfire. Unlock your favorite franchise in NFL Fever 2003. And get expert advice on how to soup up your psychic senses and psionic attacks in the futuristic thriller Galarian's Ash. Next.
Welcome back to Arena. Team UMM swept all 3 rounds of Jedi Outcast, taking our first game point.
It's not so much that they swept all 3 rounds, making leftovers look like little sissy bitch, but then I get to say little sissy bitch.
Actually, you don't get to say little sissy bitch. They bleep it out.
Well, why is it in the script? Who writes this?
I do.
So you just wrote that?
Yep. And I wrote that, and this, and I'm about to write this line here.
Okay, yeah, okay. This is really messing with my head.
I knew that it would. Do you want to know what you say next? No! I could go on owning Travis forever, but somehow I think it's not as amusing to the audience as it is to me. So I guess we should start our next game.
It's Mech Warrior 4 Black Knight. Our arena is called Canyon.
Thousands of years ago, a large polygonal glacier swept across this plain, leaving behind a complex network of canyons and valleys. There are numerous places to hide in this arena, providing excellent opportunities for sneak attacks or just plain sneaking. This arena will really test our players' piloting abilities.
Can we get started? I think the players are getting uncomfortable sitting in their mechs.
Getting uncomfortable sitting in their mechs? Dude, lame.
Well, actually, you wrote it, so.
Well, everybody can just put down their surprise. Here's the drone to win it for Team UMM like he has over the past 4 shows.
And in the continuing Fertility Fest, we also have Connor and Tactical Frostbite there and Betsy.
You know what was weird for me was actually watching Connor move.
Yeah, that was neat.
Yeah.
Oh, and look, there's Nitz, walking backwards into fire.
And getting hit right in the shoulder there by a wonderful Gauss cannon blast. As the drone
wonderful what?
Gauss cannon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the drone has picked up the blue flag for, and by blue, of course, I mean red, for his own team as Alopex manages to give chase. Hey, hold on a second, Travis. The drone is actually being pursued by someone. I don't believe I've ever seen this happen
Just
as long
a minute.
as UMM's been
I'm going
playing.
to try and call this with my eyes closed.
Go ahead.
The drone continues to move toward his base. They're trying to hit him with fire, but missing continually.
Nope, sorry, you're wrong. He actually did get hit. He's developed a bit of a limp. Betsy is right on top of him and could probably finish him off if... Well, what's going on there?
Well, Betsy's not really interested.
That's interesting. Maybe Betsy has some sort of arrangement to meet up after the game for drinks with maybe Tactical Frostbite. Oh, jeez. Who just takes Gerbil Boy out, and there is Betsy picking up the blue flag.
Well, good for Betsy.
And putting the blue flag right back down on the ground.
But it made a pretty explosion.
It absolutely did. And
meanwhile,
we're glad
drone...
the Team Leftovers is around to provide beautiful explosions.
Exactly. Meanwhile, the drone has made it into his base.
Oh, and scores for UMM. Very well done, and round 1 will go to Team UMM, 1-0.
I had 3 guys on me.
Still works.
Score, Jess. 2.
We start round 2 with the drone beginning his ascent to victory, and Betsy beginning his descent to utter destruction in the scrap heap. Oh,
hey,
there's Connors.
Connor moving around again. This is really odd. You know what? I think this is somebody using Eric's nick, because Connor has never moved this much in the entire year that I've been working for the channel.
Well, you know what? I don't think there's a sniper rifle in this game, so that's probably why he has to move around.
You're probably right. You're probably
meanwhile,
right.
Alopex
had managed to pick up the blue flag.
Yeah, and went down. Just took him about, I think, 2.5 seconds.
Nicely done. Here's Gerbil Boy on his way in. Completely avoids the blue flag and decides to run right into Tactical Frostbite to get melted into slag instead. What an odd strategy.
What I liked there is that when he fired away from the mech instead of toward the mech, which was good. Meanwhile, Connor is, just a bundle of energy. And here's the drone.
Once again. You know, Travis, while the drone runs with his flag, I think you and I have a chance to visit, because we both know what's going to happen.
Yeah, because it's been a while.
Yeah.
Hey, how's the wife?
She's doing really well.
I was talking to her on the phone the
Yeah.
other day. She said she's enjoying her new job. That's great.
Yeah, she loves it a lot. How's Cassie?
Cassie's great.
Very
You know,
good.
as you know, she has just finished up taking some classes.
Yeah, that's
She's
right.
very happy.
Maybe, you know, now would probably be a good time to give a nice shout out to the Fat Side and
Oh
everybody
yeah,
on
the
the
fat
message
side
board
is
there.
great. The message board people are great, by the way. Silverfire, you're awesome.
Yep.
Silverfire.
Oh, the drone scored! The drone scored!
Yeah, and I guess that means they won.
Probably. Well, no, there's a chance. Gerbil Boy has picked up the blue flag, and he's got a chance to run it up the side of the hill and get blown up. Well, round 2 is going to go to Team UMM also. Once again, the powerhouse that is known as the drone continues to run completely unopposed to start round 3. Stained Boogeyman there, run a little defense, and here's Betsy, also for Team Leftovers, as the drone has made his way all the way across the map and has managed to pick up the red flag.
What's an 8-letter word for destructible?
Leftovers?
Thank you. I'm just doing a crossword puzzle here.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank
Here's
you.
Tactical Frostbite attempting to run a little defense, which is, well, too little, too late. Alapex has picked up the blue flag. Alapex and the drone now both carrying flags. Both have passed one another as the drone runs right into Gerbil Boy. Looks like Gerbil Boy's trying to give him a hug, Travis.
Yeah, well, you know, Gerbil Boy loves the drone. And who doesn't?
Yeah, well, Team Leftovers. Hey! Oh! Team Leftovers scored! Team Leftovers scored! Team Leftovers scored!
I literally just wet myself.
Yeah, I think I just wet yourself too. Stained Boogeyman.
I was wondering what that was.
Yep, Stained Boogeyman now is running a little defense. Look at this. Team Leftovers has managed to throw some life into the round. I'm so excited. Nitz has picked up the blue flag and runs right there to Tactical. Oh, crap.
Well, it was good while it lasted. Where's the drone? Oh, there he is.
There he is, of course, with
Okay.
the red flag. As long as everything's going according to plan. The drone moves on
meanwhile,
here.
look, Connor's moving again.
That's just bizarre for
How
me.
do you
is that-
miss?
Oh!
He was right next to him, and he missed with missiles.
Yeah, but what's nice to know is that Space Monkey managed to lock on to Connor and destroy him with 3 separate volleys of missiles.
I know, that's great.
All right, now we're going to do a little split screen excitement because this is a race to the finish. If Gerbil Boy is able to score, then Leftovers takes this round. If the drone is able to score, then, oh, well, look at that. Team UMM takes round 3.
But we kind of had to run a gauntlet just to even get to the flag.
When they were all just the 3 of them playing defense, it was like a brick wall, like running straight into them half the time. It was crazy.
And I think our strategy was pretty sound.
I give my performance an F-.
Well, F-? Wait, we're the hosts. We give the grades.
How about a Q?
How about an umlaut?
Oh, how about the sign for pi?
Yeah, you get the sign for pi.
Look, this game was all about 2 things. The drone.
Absolutely. The drone has shown himself to be a tremendous flag carrier for Team UMM. He's so great that his team can just sit back and play defense for him. Every time he gets the flag, he's going to score.
Was nice, by the way, seeing Connor not camping.
Yeah, very nice to see Connor actually on the move. Okay, we are looking at another UMM blowout. Will Leftovers get warmed up? Huh? We'll find out when Arena returns.
I'm Ryan Locke, and you're watching G4.
When does fantasy begin? When does reality end? .hack. Is it just a game, or something far more dangerous? .hack Part 1, game and DVD for PlayStation 2 from Bandai, rated T for teen.
Excuse me, that's a unique bracelet.
Can you see it?
Yes, of course. Do you mean to say you can't see this nice bracelet?
was looking at different Zelda websites, and he had one running, so I thought I'd email him, and he's like, well, if you're interested in Zelda, that's cool. I'm glad you like my website, and would you like to come down and visit? Would you like to go to E3? And I thought, well, E3 is great because it promotes video games and that kind of thing. So we went last year, and that's how we met, and it's really interesting because we started this whole friendship through video games, essentially. Without it, we wouldn't have known each other.
Ready, go team! Lock and load because the search for our new arena champion begins with a clash.
Gamma starts the round off by showing some gymnastics skills.
They are getting tons of kills, and they even tied up the second round.
Look at that!
Cade is not giving up.
Ryu lands a major hit on Kyo. The pressure is on.
Arena, tomorrow at midnight, powered by the Intel Pentium 4 processor.
Clive Gallagher. He used to call me Lara Beanstalk. I'd run home crying and he'd just laugh.
Sure he's not laughing now?
No. No, now he'd just follow me around and look at my bottom.
Are men only interested in you because of your body?
No. I'm rich too, darling.
Welcome back to Team UMM is slaughtering leftovers on Arena.
Before the break, which I hoped you watched, you TV thieves,
yeah.
Team UMM continued to treat leftovers like a new au pair at the Kennedy compound.
Leftovers still has a chance to leave with a bit of their dignity tonight in our final game, Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee.
Now, an interesting thing has happened tonight. Will and I have talked so much that we're actually what is known on television as long.
Yeah, and it's not the way I generally like to be considered long.
Ha, you wish. So our teams have already played 2 rounds of Godzilla, with each team earning a victory. Rather than show you a little bit of each round, we're going to show you the entire tie-breaking round.
Hey, that sounds exciting.
Hey, I can only do so much with what I'm given, okay?
It's true.
Well, here is the final round, as promised. That's Godzilla 2000 putting the hurt on Mechagodzilla. Godzilla 2000 is Betsy from Team Leftovers, and Mechagodzilla is the drone from Team UMM. Gosh, Travis, who do you think's gonna win?
Oh, man, I really hope that they're going to be able to come back and give some kind of fight, Team Leftovers. You know, I mean, they obviously are poor at best at the group-oriented stuff, but maybe one-on-one they can take on Team UMM.
Do you think they play games ever in real life?
I think Monopoly.
Ah, that's true. You know,
Yeah.
Monopoly on the old Sega Genesis, a lot of fun. The hat actually walked.
And I hear Nitz is really good at Twister.
Yeah, I've heard that
Meanwhile,
as well.
we have Mechagodzilla
Hey, look at that. Okay.
taking hold of a power up there.
And
Godzilla
putting the hurt on
2000
Godzilla just gets wailed down right there. Here's Mechagodzilla picking up Godzilla 2000.
Ooh, right off the energy fence.
I'd just like to point out here that Mechagodzilla has taken probably 2 real hits, and Godzilla 2000 is nearly down to nothing as he goes right back into the energy fence.
I wonder why it's okay that they're destroying all these buildings, but they're protecting the ones on the other side of the energy fence.
You know what's really weird is the buildings on this side of the energy fence. It's the former corporate headquarters of Enron, Tyco, and WorldCom. And I think Global Crossing had an office there as well.
That's good.
Yeah, so the buildings are completely vacant.
Wow, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Godzilla 2000 is just
wailing on Mechagodzilla. You know, I would love it if someone would come in and maybe just give a little challenge, you know, to Team UMM. I think that would be nice.
Sad. And Mechagodzilla takes down Leftovers and is the winner of round 3.
Okay, people, I am putting out a personal plea to the gamer community. If you have 2 working thumbs, if you have 1 working thumb, if you have a thumb and you're in the Los Angeles area, please come and play on Arena. If we have to watch another one-sided blowout, I am going to the zoo to watch monkeys fling poo at each other.
Can I come?
Yes, bring a hat.
Okay.
Let's recap our scores and see just how far back in the fridge Leftovers is.
UMM took all 3 rounds of Jedi Outcast without letting Leftovers even score once in the game.
Leftovers really came alive for MechWarrior, though, capturing 1 flag as they lost to UMM 3 rounds to none.
Godzilla was much closer, though, and Leftovers forced UMM to play all 3 rounds before they took the point.
The total accumulated kills point goes to Team UMM, 37-14. Of course, the only point left to award is our MVP point. I wonder which team's gonna get it.
To find out who our MVP is, we take all of our players' kill-to-death ratios, add in any objectives they've secured, like capturing flags or scoring a perfect victory in Godzilla. We then take that information, pretend it's not going to be Team UMM, and give it to our hard-working production assistant, Brian Malley. Malley then takes that data sheet, goes on a 3-day drinking binge with midgets and a donkey. When he sobers up, he cleans his hotel room and discovers that the MVP has been tattooed on his forehead.
My team did their job well, which allowed me to do my job well, get the flags and get the kills.
Well, congratulations, I suppose, to Stain Boogeyman and Team UMM. You've really earned it. Here's hoping you get your butt kicked next time.
Hey, if you'd like to administer a beating to Team UMM, please visit our website at g4tv.com/arena and let us know.
And remember, kids, these are all 3D models in a computer game. None of this is real, except for the monsters. The monsters are very real, and they're on their way to your house. I'm Will Wheaton.
Freaking me out, Will. And I'm Travis Oates. We'll see you next time in the arena.
Monsters!
Ho, ho, ho!